Am I the only person in the sneaker world that thinks that the delayed drop of the Nike Air Jordan 1 High Dior tie-up is a good thing? Everybody else out there seems to be having their head in their hands going, why? Why have they delayed the drop of this iconic sneaker? Not me. I think it's a good thing. And hopefully you guys think it's a good thing as well. And that's what we're going to be doing in this video today. We're going to be looking at that Dior tie-up with the Air Jordan brand and that Air Jordan 1 High in detail, taking a look at some of the features and unpacking why it's a good thing for me and why I like the fact that they've gone ahead and delayed it again. And they haven't even put a date on when this thing's going to be dropping. They just said April sometime. Hopefully that will happen in the next 4 weeks and we get to that drop. But I'm glad they delayed it. There's a big reason why I'm glad they delayed it, and I'm going to be bringing that to you in today's video as we take a deeper look at the Nike Air Jordan 1 High Dior. This is a Tokyo Butter 23 sneaker channel. Tokyo Butter 23 sneaker channel. Des. Mainichi, Upsuru no de Mainichi Mite Kudasai. Every single day from Tokyo, Japan, I bring you content about upcoming sneaker releases, sneaker news, and sneaker reviews. Except yesterday when I brought you a channel reset. Yesterday we reset the channel because things have not been so easy around here, and it's the same for everybody across the globe, basically, unless you're in North Korea, who have 0 coronavirus cases so far. Everybody's been affected by this. Everybody's been challenged by this situation, and it's been challenging for me as well. So how do we reset of the channel yesterday? And I said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to get back on the comments, going to get back on social media. So anything that's happened before the last few weeks, I'm going to have to say sorry. Comments not getting replied to, read every single one of them, but comments not getting replied to because I need to put a little marker down and say, right, get back to replying to comments from this point forth, get back to the social media from this point forth. And that's what we did yesterday. We didn't look at sneakers yesterday, but we're looking at an absolute monster sneaker today to make up for that. It's almost like 2 days worth of sneaker videos in this one video today as we look at that iconic Dior tie-up with the Air Jordan 1 line. And like I said at the top of this video, and I'm not going to let you wait around and say, what's going on? What is he talking about? The reason why this is a good thing for me, I'm happy that the delay, the release has been pushed back and there's been a delay on it. For me personally, this is about me as a content creator and as a person even. It's not even about the YouTube channel side of things. It's just me loving sneakers, and why I'm glad that they've pushed this back a bit more is because I hate this sneaker. Or I should say, I hated this sneaker. When I first saw this, I was just like, nah, no, that's just price gouging. That's just money grabbing. They're just, a fashion house like Christian Dior tying it up with Air Jordan. They don't go together. No. And I ignored this sneaker. I swear to God, I ignored this sneaker. I didn't have a look at it once. Anytime it came up, on any of the sites that we follow or any of the social media accounts or anything like that, I was just like, nah, not looking, not interested. That's just stupid. Don't need to be there. Which goes against everybody else in the sneaker community, I'm sure. And there's probably people out there shouting at me right now saying, you don't know what you're talking about. And I don't know what I'm talking about, except I do know what I'm talking about, because I'm talking about what I like, not what the world at large likes. And personally, didn't like the tie-up, but now that it's been delayed, now that there's been more time to come out, and you know what I decided to do this week? I said, right, I'm going to bring heat to the channel. Usually I bring a big range of, like Asics and Reebok and Nike and Jordan and Adidas and Yeezy and all that kind of stuff to the channel. But this week I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go straight to it, and we're going to bring heat. We're going to bring the Jordan 6 DMPs that are coming. We're going to be bringing the Bread Concord tie-up for the Jordan 11s, the Jordan 13 Flint is heat all the way at the channel. So I said, right, okay, I'm doing a week of heat. I might as well have a close-up look at these Dior Air Jordan 1 highs. And you know what? I really like them. I really like them. I was like, I don't want to like them, but they do what I like sneakers to do. And what they do is they do it really subtly. They do it really kind of gently. And that's what I like when a sneaker has a collaboration where it ties up. I don't like it when it's big and sort of like flashy. I like it when it's like little discreet hints in there and you're like, oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't realize that was like that. I thought that was just a simple thing. And for me, what I saw when I looked at these these sneakers was a white and grey Air Jordan 1 with a Dior swoosh. We're done here. That's stupid. Let's go on to the next sneaker. But then, because of this delay and because I'm bringing heat to the channel this week, I said, right, I'll take a deeper look. There must be more to it than I see. You know, I'll be the bigger man and actually have a look. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, that features, oh, that's interesting. Oh, I didn't notice that, but okay. So it's a great sneaker, and I was wrong, as I often am, and I don't have a problem with being wrong because I'm wrong so often. It's easy to sort of say, yeah, I don't have a problem with being wrong. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick look at the features on this sneaker that turned me around, that said, you know what? There's more going on here. Tokyo Butter, you need to actually pay attention and actually look at what's going on here. And there are 4 different places on this sneaker that really turned my opinion around from it just being a sort of joke, gimmicky collaboration to actually being really, really cool. And it does what I like sneakers to do, and that's tiny little details, tiny little moments on the sneaker that are unique to that sneaker. And when they do that, I think that's cool and I really appreciate it. So we're going to start with the biggest thing and the flashiest thing and the thing that you at home probably already know about. In fact, you probably already know about all of these things. I challenge you beforehand to be thinking right now about all the little features on this sneaker that you think I'm going to say. Okay? So I'm saying that the little features on the sneaker are cool and they add up to make a great sneaker. But you have to get there ahead of me and say, you know what? I know what he's going to say. He's going to talk about the outsole, which I am going to talk about right now. But there's other stuff that I'll talk about after the outsole. See if you know what that is before I get to it. And getting to it, we're getting to that outsole right now. Translucent icy blue outsoles. Love them. I've loved them mainly from a channel perspective since the Air Jordan 1 High. I can't remember the film's name now. It's escaping me. That's that Spider-Man animation. What's it called? The origin story. I really, really like that icy blue outsole on those guys. So it was beautiful. And since kind of looking at that, I've kept an eye out for icy blue outsoles. And here we are with a beautiful transparent icy blue outsole. But the thing I like about it the most, and the reason I like it, is because they mismatch the 2 imprints on the inside of them. On the one, you've got the big printed D-I-O-R, Dior, on one of the, I guess the midsole inside the outsole. And then on the other, you've got that Wings logo on there. And I'm just going to say you've got the Wings logo on there and finish, because we're going to come back to the Wings logo later when we actually get to the Wings logo up on the higher part of the sneaker. So for now, we'll just focus on the fact that you've got Dior, and hopefully we can see this in the green screen behind me right now. You've got the Dior on one of the outsoles or midsoles, and then you've got the Wings logo on the other one. And I like that. I like it when you have different things, because it means that they took the time to design the shoe and not just to go ahead and sort of like, you know, it's easier to print Dior on both, for example. So I like that feature. Cool, like it very much. But that Wings logo is going to stay with us as we go up the sneaker into 2 different places. The first place is on the hang tags, which in and of itself is a great thing. Instead of just having one hang tag hang down the side, you've got 2. And instead of just being a sort of generic sort of hang tag, you've got the Wings logo. Yes, very cool. And we'll just call it Wings logo for now, and we'll just leave that aside, because all we're focused on, in fact, is that there are 2 hang tags hanging down the side. One is that Wings logo, but the other one is that Jump Man on there. And it was one of my biggest disappointments on the first ever pair of Jordans that I ever owned. Now, if you've watched my channel for a long time, you will know that I always put a link down below in the comments, in the not in the comments, in the description, that says why I had never owned a pair of Jordans. There's a reason why it took me 43 years to own my first ever pair of Jordans. And there's a reason for that. There's a video about that down below. But one of the disappointing things about them was that they were the Bred 4s, and the hang tag on the 2019 Bred 4s were a bit disappointed. Whereas these 2 hang tags are very, very cool. Metal, solid hang tags, not that flimsy sort of plasticky thing that was on the Bred 4s from last year. So very, very cool to have the 2 hang tags on there. Like the detailing, like the quality. Another plus, another reason why I'm coming around to these sneakers. But then we get to the actual Wings logo that's right beside these hang tags. It's massive on the outsole in its usual place here on the side of the ankle of these guys. And it's that tiny little detail that you have to have a little close-up look at to see more carefully. And it's the fact that it says Air Dior on the Wings logo. I love it. I love it when they play around with little details like that, but they don't sort of splash it, you know, in huge, bright colors and say, look here, everybody look, we've said Air Dior on the Wings logo. No, it's just a very discreet little thing on there, and you'll notice it, you won't notice it, you won't notice it. But for me, again, I just totally ignored these sneakers, honestly, not interested. Leave me alone. Go away, sneaker, because I just didn't get it. It wasn't my thing. But now that I've looked closer at it, it's like, oh, wow, that is a cool detail. Oh, that is a cool feature on there. And then the final place that we go to look at those cool features is on the tongue. And it's a double cool feature on the tongue. And now the one that I'm sure that everybody knows about is the fact that it says Dior Swoosh Air on the front there instead of Nike Swoosh Air, which is very, very cool. Again, I like it when they play around with the tongues and the little features on there. But the thing that I really like about it is that you have to zoom right in on the tongue material itself and see that kind of fabricy embroidered Dior branding throughout the tongue, and that is really cool. It's discreet. It's why I don't like the swoosh. If the swoosh had been done in white detailing on a white swoosh and you had to really look in close to find that Dior branding, it would have been cool. But because it's dark on light and it really kind of jumps out on you, it's like, And that's why I do like the tongue, is because it's a white tongue with that white kind of embroidered branding on the top of it. And you don't know that it says Dior until you get really up close and personal. Hopefully behind me here on the green screen, you're able to see that. Hopefully you didn't realize that that's what the tongue looked like. Maybe one person out of 100 didn't realize that, and I'm the one to tell you, and I appreciate being in that position. But for me, that is why I've turned around. That's why I've changed my perspective. That's why I appreciate the fact that they put back the drop on these guys, because it gave me a chance to look at them in detail and say, you know what, that's actually a fire sneaker, and I was wrong. And I stand by that assessment, and I'm happy to change my opinion now that I have new information and better information to make that opinion and to create that judgment. So for me, that's where we go with this Nike Air Jordan 1 High Dior tie-up. It's a sneaker that I've turned on to, it's a sneaker that I've come around to, and it's a sneaker now that I really, really dig. And of course, we all know it's going to be massive when it drops itself, and huge at resale as well. So if you're going to try and get your hands on these guys, good luck with that. But for me, great sneaker to look at from afar as well as up close, now that we've finally gotten on with this sneaker. But it's time to finish this video. Thank you guys for checking out the content, as I do every single day. I upload these contents every single day, and as I said yesterday in the videos, it's been hard work, but I'm going to do my best to get back on those comments and get back on that social media and try and do a little bit better on the background of the sneaker channel, not just the content creation that I've kept going every single day through this coronavirus disaster. For now though, time for me to sign off. Thank you guys out there for checking out the content, and as I do this every single day, that means that you are guaranteed to see me tomorrow.